Hey, guys. Quick question for all of you, actually. The younger players, who do you think, after a full slate of practices and a bowl game, might have played their way into position to get some playing time where some of these guys left in the portal and whatnot?
Yeah, from a defense perspective, I think Willis and Vincent Shavers really showed out today. I'm really proud of those guys just because of how hard I've been on them the last few weeks while we're getting bowl prep. And, it goes to show, Vincent had a day, and Willis finally, started to become the player that we knew he could become.
I was glad to see Quinn out there get his first touchdown. Also, from a defense standpoint, too, I say Donovan. He played his ass off today. I ain't going to lie. So.
I think Ja'Cory obviously played his what he does. They probably said all the guys' names. Everybody stepped up, so I'm proud of them.
You are a young guy.
I was saying.
I say myself.
Hey, Rahmir. Right. Steve Mark with Inside Nebraska. Matt Rule just came out and told us about your mom passing away in November and how you stuck with the team, only went back home once during the bye week. Just talk about that experience and what led you to want to stick with the team and come back and finish this thing out.
Yeah. When I came back from my 6th year, I wanted to do something special. And everything I do is for Nebraska, for this team. So when I found out the news about my mom passing, I told Coach Drew, I don't want it to be like a big distraction, or I don't want the team to be like, remember, I'm sorry for your loss and all that stuff. But that's what it means to be a Corn Husker, man. I love this program. I'm dedicated to this place, and even with news like that, I still want to play for these guys, and that's just the type of person I am.
Hey everybody, Sam McEwen with the Omaha World Herald. All three of you were on the field for the defining play of the game. What was the message in that huddle about what you needed to do on 4th and 2 and then to watch Rahmir get it done? What was that feeling like? So this is for all three of you.
That's a play that's in fall camp, that's day one install, set the tone, and kind of our DNA, get downhill, run the ball. And I think whoever sees number 9 running at him like that, they're going to duck out of the way. I think the touchdown, we ran the same play, looked like he chokeslammed him or something. So, that's a tone-setting play for us. We know when that play is called, it's time to go to work and get the win.
I'm not an offensive dude.
But you were on the field for the
He was on the field. it was a big back play, obviously, but coach was just like, get the first down, protect the ball, and he was like, this is your city, man. Let's finish it the right way. And I saw the lane. Ty created the lane for me, and we got the first down. We got the bowl win, and here we are today.
Yeah, I just told Rahmir to follow me. And on the edge, I saw 3 dudes, and they all kind of stopped when they looked at me. And then I felt Rahmir hit the seam, and then I got right behind him to make sure, he could keep going. So, I'm out there. I don't know much except just go hit somebody.
Hi, all. Over here, sorry. Vienna from Nebraska Unlimited. So I was wondering, this is for all three of you, what does winning this bowl game mean to each and every one of you?
I'd say for me, and I probably speak for Rahmir as well, just being here for 6 years, having the opportunity to come back and to finally, the goal was when we first got here was to leave this place better than we found it, to start something new, to lay that foundation for the years to come. And I think with today's win, us older guys were able to do that for guys like Dylan to keep it going and keep building up this program for the years.
Well said. He said it perfectly.
Yeah, I think it was just sending these guys out on a high note. Personally, I wanted this one for Rahmir, like what he said he'd been through. It's just a tight-knit group. And it kind of sucks. It's our last game together, stepping on the field together. But that's life, and we'll be champions forever now.
Sir.
Hey, Rahmir, all the way in the back over here, to your left. Yeah,
Gotcha.
Trey Redfield with NTV News. You finish as a bowl champion, and you have that trophy in front of you, just a borough over from where you grew up. How special was it to win and do what you did today, from just being in your hometown right here in New York City?
Yeah, it was real special. I was just every time I was just looking up in the crowd, seeing who I would see. I saw my old youth football team, the Harlem Jets, in the corner. I saw my family in the end zone where I scored at. It just meant a lot, man. I mean, for me, it's like I played my last game in the city against the team, which was my first offer, and to go out with a dub. I mean, it's just special. Like Todd said, we worked 6 years to get to this point, and I'm glad we left the field as a winner, and I'm glad we paved the way for the future to my right, and I see special things coming in the near future for this team.
Hey guys, over here, Mitch Sherman from The Athletic. Ty and Dylan, can you guys speak to the emotions that you feel for Rahmir sitting next to him right now? Ty, being with him for 6 years, Dylan, the time that you spent with him in the last year, and just knowing what this year has been like for him.
Yeah, I told Rahmir in the locker room after that, I said, this is for life. This brotherhood that we built. It means so much. The next time I come to New York City, I'm gonna be hitting him up. So we hang out, go wherever. It just kind of shows what kind of person Rahmir is to go through that type of adversity, personally. And I kind of understand it from a different perspective, but it takes a lot. And I know the mental toughness that he's had throughout the season has just proven how good of a man he is.
Yeah, I'll piggyback off of what he said. For the year I've got to know Rahmir. I always knew he was a special guy. But now, I'm happy to call him a brother. I love him like my own brother. So, yeah, there's nothing much more to be said than that.
I love y'all too, bro.
Hey Dylan, Sarab Gokran from the Heights. You had that scramble there near the end, a little scrum ensued. BC gets called for a late hit. That wasn't something that Coach O'Brien necessarily agreed with, but I want to hear from your perspective. Just take me through, what you saw there in that play.
Yeah, we actually called that play for me not to run, but the way they lined up and showed it, I had to read to the end. And, I just pulled the ball and I saw the green, and then he tried to take me out, which is why I came up and kind of, reacted. But I guess it's just kind of the fire in me, kind of, games on the line. I lay it on the line for my team. So, I got up. I knew I wasn't going to do anything, but, my lineman came in and kind of cleaned up for me.
Obviously, John Schwartz, Yankees Magazine. There's so much focus, understandably, on the playoff. But now that you've been through this experience of preparing for and playing in this game, what do these bowl games mean, both in terms of what you can gain competitively from them, but also just the experience as teammates?
Well, those 3 extra weeks, it's just like another spring ball for the young guys. We watched, I think for the first 2 weeks, it was really just young guys going out there and competing against each other, getting better. And it was awesome to see them grow. From my perspective, we've never had those December practices, so I never really knew, what that was going to be like or, what you could gain from that. But after seeing, these last 3 weeks, I see how important it is to get those. This is a way better football team than we were, when we finished at Iowa.
Hey, Ty. Luke Mullen from the Lincoln Journal-Star. The defense came up with several big 4th down stops. Just what did you think of the way you guys played in those big moments, being able to get off the field? Yeah,
we knew they were going to be going for it on 4th down. That's just kind of who they were. When you play defense, it's just all kind of a mentality thing. Coach Beller was really aggressive. He told us he was going to be really aggressive with his play calling. And I just, again, kudos to those guys that were going out there blitzing hard. The D-line holding their blocks and, the safeties and the DBs being able to, cover guys long enough for us to go and actually make an impact on those plays.
Joseph Meyer, Daily Nebraskan, right here. Ty, you've played with Javin Wright for a long time. He's been through a lot, just like Rahmir. But for him to lead the team of tackles today and kind of go out on a high note, how cool is that? And what has he meant to you as a defender on that side of the ball?
You said John?
Javin Wright.
Oh, Javen. Javen. Yeah, man. Both being Arizona kids, me and him were roommates for like a year or two. Just to watch, every year it seems like something new, some new adversity for that kid, for that guy. I love him. I love him to death like a brother. Just to watch him persevere. He's always got a smile on his face. He's just the most overjoyful guy ever. Even facing all the health issues he's faced. To be able to watch him go out there and fly around and be happy. I can't remember what play it was, but, I think he tripped or fell or something. He just comes off of the sideline laughing and smiling. I'm like, what are you laughing for? And he's like, I tripped over everyone and fell into the pile. And so, it just goes to show what kind of guy he is.
Hey, Dylan, Steve Mark with Inside Nebraska. Donovan Jones, we knew him as a safety. He's out there playing corner. When you're at practice and you're throwing against Donovan Jones, from your perspective, what kind of corner is Donovan Jones? What do you see from Donovan Jones as a corner?
Yeah, I think he's the next wave of great corners that come through here. I think what makes him great is just his competitive spirit. He's not going to take no for an answer, and he's going to go compete for what he wants. So I think normally when you put those two together, you get a damn good football player. So Donovan being in our class, super proud of him, and he showed why he can play at this stage and this level.
Hey, Dylan, Coach said that that last drive, the 4-minute drive at the end, was the first time the offense this year's taken the ball and said enough's enough in a situation like that. Can you speak to what your mentality and what the vibe that you got in the huddle when you guys got the ball back up 5 points?
Yeah, we kind of wanted to get the feeling of oh gosh, is it going to be good or bad, kind of out of our system. And everyone was just, we were going to go win the game. We weren't going to give them the ball back. And it's exactly what we did. We ended with the ball and got to line up in the best formation of football. No thinking, no motion, nothing, victory. So can't get any better than that.
Thank you.
Thank you, New York. That was a lot of fun this week.